And the Bulls start out with the ball. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Russell Westbrook out there with Pippen. Then it's Kareem. Then it's Gary Payton. And it's Thurman in at the power forward. And it's sent back by Mutombo. Payton against Johnson. Pass to LeBron. Outside Robinson. Mutombo kicks to Johnson. And stolen by Payton. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Westbrook against LeBron. Here's Robinson, and the dunk by Robinson.
I mean, just throwing himself on the offensive glass. Robinson knows he has the size and length to capitalize there.
Now, here's Pippen. And again, Chicago. No good. Pass to James. Here is Edwards. Robinson sets a screen for Edwards. Oh, my. He'll go to the line with a chance for a 4-point play. They get Russell Westbrook. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Russell Westbrook. First personal foul. First team foul. 1. Anthony Edwards.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Now, here is Abdul-Jabbar. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Just 5 to shoot. Inside, here's Thurman, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Making the effort to create for his team. Pippen uses the pick and roll flawlessly.
Back to Johnson. Heat moving the ball around. LeBron against Pippen. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Abdul-Jabbar kicks to Westbrook. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
James outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Mutombo sets a screen. Johnson surveying the floor. Edwards, no good.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
In transition, here comes Miami. And Robinson throws it down.
And how about the hustle from Robinson, making it his mission to beat everyone down the floor.
Bulls trail by 9. And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
.54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Outside Pippen. And the layup is good.
Easy to understand why they give Pippen the ball in that area, because this guy knows how to take advantage.
Pass to James. The rebound by Pippen.
That's not a bad shot at all. It just didn't go in. Sometimes the process is right, and you still get a bad result.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. He's up against Mutombo.
And this is Mutombo's calling card, using that wide wingspan to just erase shots left and right.
On the wing, Johnson. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And that does it for the first quarter. Miami ahead, up by 7. And will return shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Taking a look at the Bulls, they've got Pippen. He's out there with Russell Westbrook. Gary Payton is out there with Abdul-Jabbar, and it's Thurman in at the 4 slot. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Heat. James outside. Back to Johnson. Shot clock at 6. From 16 feet away, he cans it. Johnson's got his first 2 points.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Pass to Payton. The kick out to Westbrook. Here's Thurman. A three-pointer, no good. The Heat leading by 9. Johnson outside. Over Westbrook. Here's Mutombo. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Westbrook with it. Hasn't made one yet. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Pippen. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Shoots from the baseline. The Bulls with another miss. Payton against Edwards. Pass to Johnson. Mutombo up top. Back to Johnson. And here is James, guarded by Pippen. Puts it up from 12. James misses.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Pippen. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Westbrook against Johnson. Westbrook passes to Thurman. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish. Back to Johnson. Good ball movement here by Miami. Robinson down low. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
And the Bulls call timeout here. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. And James throws it down.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
Outside Westbrook. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
3-second difference between shot clock and game. Mutombo kicks to Edwards. To the middle. LeBron carving out space inside.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
And so it's Miami. 13 points up at the end of the period. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Get ready for the fan half-court shot. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the shot. So tough. Give it up for our contestant.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
There is no stopping him, and you can't even contain him at this point. He is that talented.
Yeah, he makes defenses look utterly helpless. It's like pick your poison trying to contain him.
They got James. Mutombo is out there with Robinson. Then it's Magic Johnson. And it's Edwards in at the three, the small forward. That's the group in the game for the Heat. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Abdul-Jabbar.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
The Heat leading by 13. Johnson dishes to Edwards. Pippen against James. Shoots over Pippen. And James gets it to go. James has got the first bucket of the third here for Miami. So the wing on the left. It's Pippen on the wing. Edwards defending. 6 to shoot. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Dives for it and out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. And it's the Heat with the ball. Pass to Edwards. Lets the three fly. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss. Pippen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Payton passes to Pippen. Outside Westbrook. Pippen a screen on Johnson. Pocket 6. Westbrook moves back up. And it's sent back by Mutombo. LeBron outside. Outside for Robinson. Pass to Edwards, and stolen by Payton. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Payton's got his first points in this one.
Well, it doesn't get any easier than this. They'll take these shots every time.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is truly a superstar on the rise. He said, quote, "People forget how young I am. I'm not even touching my prime yet. I'm just trying to get more efficient as every year goes by." Guys, back to you.
Yep, a star on the rise. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Rebound by the Heat. Mutombo's got his fourth rebound in this one. James against Pippen. Robinson sets a screen for Johnson. Robinson left side. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson. Robinson's got 8 points.
And this is why Robinson is a consistent scoring threat. His concentration is almost unbreakable.
Then for three. A rebound by Johnson. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Miami. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. No good that time.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
To the inside. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And that is why they call him Mount Mutombo. Chiseled like a rock.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Mutombo. Stolen by Westbrook. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Robinson with the block.
And clearing the deck, the Admiral. His length and reaction time, so impressive.
Payton against Edwards. One second left. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Miami. Their lead at 15 going into the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Now that is an elite level dish. What a great pass.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. On the court for Chicago to start the fourth. Pippen is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then it's Gary Payton. Then it's Kareem. And it's Thurman in at the fourth. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Heat.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And let's not forget how dominant they've been defensively. Great job of forcing some tough shots, often leading to blocks.
5 to shoot. Here's Westbrook. Second chance effort, and it's good on the way in.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
James outside. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12.
And the glove in action, overwhelming the shooter with his quickness and then sharp defensive instinct.
Abdul-Jabbar outside. Here's Westbrook. No good from 3.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
The shot is good.
Oh, textbook pick and roll there. James doing a great job breaking down the defense.
The Bulls call timeout. Bulls trail by 17. Outside Westbrook. Showing off the post move right there.
And if anything, Westbrook gets more aggressive against contact inside. He doubles his effort level in response.
Edwards against Payton. Good work there as it goes down.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game.
There's a good screen. Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, what a use of the baby hook.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Edwards looking it over. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Westbrook. Shoots the three. Robinson there for the rebound. Johnson outside. Outside Robinson. 6 to shoot. James outside. Now Edwards. Crane from outside.
Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside Westbrook. Pippen a screen on James. Outside Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook.
And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, LeBron James.
And the Magic start out with a ball. Let's take a look at our starters for Atlanta. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, Carmelo Anthony out there with Chet Holmgren. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And it's Parrish in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Kidd. Pass to Chamberlain. 5 to shoot. Here's Nowitzki. Over on Antetokounmpo. And it's Nowitzki missing.
Well, it's tough to defend those fall-away jumpers. That's about as good a job as you can do.
Holmgren, the pass to Bryant. Tipped. Kicks it out to Antetokounmpo. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Orlando. Here's Kidd. Pass to Chamberlain. Fader on the way. Here's Nowitzki. And he banks in the layup.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Knocked loose. Cooper passes to Chamberlain. Here's Kidd. And the 3 off target. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Hawks. Nothing up yet on the scoreboard for him.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line could be the next best thing.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Carmelo Anthony taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Anthony. And Anthony drops them both.
And that's about what we expect. He's been excellent from the line tonight.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Earlier, I spoke with Orlando's head coach, and he told me one guy that we have to always be cognizant of is Chet Holmgren. Coach explained his biggest impact comes on the defensive end, but we can't overlook his offense. He's a 7-footer with guard skills who can space the floor and is very efficient around the rim. Back over to you. Great work, Allie. Thanks. Holmgren outside. Pass to Anthony. There's 1:34 left in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. And Atlanta misses again.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Cooper passes to Kidd. Orlando moving the ball around. Pass to Cooper. There's the triple. They get it back. Goes up again. Antetokounmpo with the block.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Holmgren outside. Anthony outside. Shot from the wing. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 4 rebounds now. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Nowitzki. Here's O'Neal. Rejected by Holmgren.
And you can't forget about Holmgren's reach, especially when he's nearby on defense.
Antetokounmpo with it. He's scoreless. Holmgren outside. Jacks up a 3. And so the first quarter is in the books. Orlando ahead, up 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Magic guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, you have to credit their effort on the defensive end. It set the tone for this contest.
They've been active, they've been disruptive, but now the question is, can they maintain this level of intensity?
And it's Chamberlain in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the 2nd quarter for the Magic. Orlando leading by 4. Here's Kidd. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Nowitzki. Yep, that one goes.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
First team foul. At the line for your Magic, Dirk Nowitzki. 1 shot.
And Atlanta has possession. 7-point differential. Here's the screen by Bryant. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bryant. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the 2nd quarter. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Nowitzki. Antetokounmpo covering. The fader. And it's Nowitzki missing. Hawks trail by 5. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Chet Holmgren talked about how he succeeds in spite of a slender frame. He said, you can't be afraid of contact. I'll continue to use my strengths out there, my length, being slippery, playing hard, and try to get better at my weaknesses, too, throughout my career. That will leave me in a good spot. Back to you guys.
The sky is the limit for him. All right, Allie, thank you. Here's Atlanta now. In the 2nd quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Antetokounmpo. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
And I mean, how do you guard Giannis? When he's looking to score, sometimes you just have to foul him.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he drops the first.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And we're about 2 minutes into the 2nd quarter here. Here's Kidd, covered by Bryant. Pass to Kidd. The 3. Drills it from deep. Kidd's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Anthony. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's Parrish. Here's Bryant. That's good on the jumper.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Orlando leading by 4. Pass to Nowitzki. To the paint. Here's Chamberlain. He's covered by Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. They set the pick. Here's Cooper. And that's good from 17 feet. Cooper's got his first 2 points.
And as you can see, that shot is well within his wheelhouse.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Anthony. And the layup is good off the glass.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Here's Cooper. Here's O'Neal. Rejected by Holmgren.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
Down low. Bam! Chet rocking the rim.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Orlando ahead, up 4. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Make some noise and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Please direct your attention to center court. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And the Hawks, looking at who they've got. Holmgren is out there with Carmelo Anthony. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kobe Bryant. And it's Parrish in at the 5, roaming the paint. Anthony misses.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Pass to Chamberlain. Orlando moving the ball around. Now here's O'Neal. Shoots over Holmgren. O'Neal misses.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Atlanta with the rebound. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Pass to Holmgren. And here's Bryant. Here's the pick. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer, Anthony. Chamberlain pulls it in. Chamberlain's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Kidd. Here's Cooper. Here's Chamberlain. Cooper passes to O'Neal. Over Anthony. And he gets it to go off the front iron. And the Magic lead by 6.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance. A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
And the Magic call time here. Two minutes into the second half of play now.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Kidd. He's got 5. Cooper. Three-pointer, no good. Antetokounmpo outside. Anthony feeling it out a bit. Back to Antetokounmpo. The Hawks need to get one up here from deep. Holmgren. And Cooper pulls it down. Orlando leading by 3. Pass to Nowitzki. Here's Chamberlain. Here's Nowitzki. He's covered by Holmgren. The fadeaway. And it's Nowitzki missing. Now the Hawks with it. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
And this is where Holmgren is such a scoring threat. His size can make interior shots easier to find.
Here's Kidd. Pass to Chamberlain. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. And he's going for the lob. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Up the floor. Here's Nowitzki. Antetokounmpo covering. Cooper passes to Chamberlain. Here's Kidd. Screen by O'Neal. Fires for 3. The shot by Kidd, no good. Anthony outside. Now Antetokounmpo. For the lead. Can't hit that one. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. It's the Magic leading by 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that, Don. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass, and then the timing. You just can't do it any better.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. And it's Cooper in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Now here's Anthony to take the lead. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
Shooting for Atlanta, Kobe Bryant, taking 2 shots.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And here are the Magic now. Pass to Chamberlain. Here's Cooper. He's guarded by Anthony. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
I just love the aggressive finish.
Now, I'm thinking he's sending a strong message with that jam. And so Anthony will bring it up for the Hawks. Bryant outside. Uses the glass on the layup.
0 rim protection. Unforgivable in a tight ball game like this.
Well, I'm surprised because he's a guy you have to key on for something like that. You can't let him get one that easy.
Timeout, Magic. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard the Magic coach as he addressed his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Orlando trailing here. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Here's Nowitzki. Antetokounmpo covering. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots a 3. Nope.
using all of that size to create leverage and rip down that board.
From 10 feet out. Oh, down low, the Greek Freak.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
Here's Cooper. Shoots. Excellent defense, forcing that big miss.
Thrown the other way.
Second team foul.
Atlanta leading by 3.
2 minutes remaining. 2 minutes remaining.
With a teardrop. Can't get it to go. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Cooper. He's covered by Holmgren.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up to the Hawks. Now Holmgren. Oh, a matching slam. Back and forth they go.
These moments are important for Holmgren's development. He needs to keep sinking those big-time shots.
Oh, ho, ho. That's a man on a mission right there.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today. Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
And he is just showing off right now. I mean, he's giving you leadership. Giannis just takes pride in stepping up and hitting those big shots.
Here's Cooper. Here's Chamberlain. A long 3. Oh, he cannot hit. Oh, so much on the line here.
And the crowd is locked in.
Can't get it.
Locks him up and hauls it in. Love the high activity level.
To tie it up. Oh, no luck that time either. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And now we've got an intentional foul.
Michael Cooper. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul. That's the line for the Hawks. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second. And the second of 2 is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. Orlando calls timeout. They're down by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Score quick, then foul. Then you have to hope for some missed free throws.
Well, at this point, everything has to go your way to extend this game.
Here's Kidd. From deep. That's all. so it's Atlanta who scrapes by with a win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Tim Legler, Ali LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And let's leave you with our player of the game.
So it'll be Chicago off the tip. And now the Lakers starting group. Curry is out there with Butler. Then there's Duncan. That's Hill. And it's Gilmore in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Bulls getting on the board first. Here is Hill. Duncan outside. Pass to Curry. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. With 1 on the clock. And Duncan throws it down.
And how about the timing from Duncan on the glass? Getting there to collect that offensive rebound and the putback.
Down low. Stolen. George against Curry. Pass to Gilmore. Duncan outside. To the paint. Shoots it. And the shot is good. Dropping in off the front of the rim.
At point-blank range, oh, yeah. You're not missing from there.
Bird kicks to Garnett. Back to Bird. Here he goes. That's good from Malone on the assist by Bird.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now here's Duncan. Pass to Curry. Again, the Lakers.
It doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Durant, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for 1 more coming up.
Yeah, this is a testament to how competitive Durant is. Able to score against physical defenders.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for your Bulls, Durant. 1 shot.
Free throw drops for KD.
You love everything that KD gives you on both ends, and he's a 3-level, 2-way player. He's a quiet leader, but he leads by example.
Curry's shot is good.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Bulls trail by 4, and it's slammed in by Garnett.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
Curry with the bounce pass. Launches a 3, and again Los Angeles with the triple.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. .56 seconds left in the first quarter. Garnett the pass to Bird. Garnett with the screen for Bird. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. George, no good.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Hill. Back to Butler. Stolen by Bird. Duncan against George. Malone kicks to Bird. And here's Garnett. Outside, KD. Nobody near George. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Oh, I love that possession for them, ending with an assisted bucket.
It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Lakers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing in the game?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, we've got Hill. Jimmy Butler is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Duncan. And it's Gilmore in at the 5. Down low. Curry to the rim. It's stolen by Garnett. To the middle. His shot is good, making a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And when Garnett gets it that deep, the D is at his mercy. How about the extension when he's able to get up on that low block?
Now here's Curry. He's got 13. Down low. Big time slam by Duncan.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Back to Butler. Look at the attack of Butler in the lane. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And Phil Jackson wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Garnett against Duncan. Malone sets the pick for Bird. Clock at 6. Count it, and the Laker lead has been cut to just 5 points on the basket from Moses Malone.
Malone is relentless inside, so strong with non-stop effort.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. On the wing, he can't get that one to fall. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for the Chicago Bulls. A power play by KG.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Pass the buck. Back to Curry. Uncovered. Again, the Lakers.
What focus from Curry on offense so far, doing everything he can to provide a lift for his squad.
Hill against Bird. Outside Durant. .50 seconds left in the first half. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Duncan outside. Pass to Curry. Here's the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. Arnett surveying the defense. Outside Durant from downtown. That Bulls. Nice speed that time from George. Durant's got 6.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
George against Curry. Duncan with a screen on George.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Lakers lead by 2. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Curry has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts, make life a little more difficult on him.
The Lakers leading. So with Rodman on the bench, this is Phil Jackson's lineup. Moses Malone out there with Garnett. And it's Durant. And it's Bird. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
That quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special. No one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
Now, here is George. Back to Bird. Pass to George. 5 on the clock. Garnett high post. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Trailing by 4. Garnett finds Malone. Back to Garnett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 3 from KD. A rebound by the Lakers. Duncan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Curry passes to Butler. Back to Curry. The 3. Curry buries the 3 shot.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
And so the timeout by Phil Jackson here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Here they come, everyone. Time to get excited for your incredible.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Outside, KD. It's George on the wing, guarded by Curry. Garnett kicks to Bird. Shot clock at 6. Tries it from the top of the key. The Lakers with the rebound. Pass to Curry. Back to Butler. Outside Curry. The rebound by Garnett.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Durant in the corner. Pull from the top of the key. And again, Chicago. No good. Butler against Bird. Duncan scanning the floor. Pass to Curry. It doesn't go for him. Bulls trail by 7. Here's Bird. On the wing, George, guarded by Curry. Malone, a screen on Butler. Here's Bird, and it's in off the backboard. Bird's got his first bucket in this one.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now, here's Butler. Back to Curry. Lets it go with the three. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Now here's Butler, following the miss by Moses Malone. Duncan outside. Pass to Curry. Over George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bulls trail by 8. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Bird outside. Malone passes to KD. Garnett in the post. Garnett asserts himself inside.
He's getting after it, but needs some help if they're going to get it done.
And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. We've got Stephen Curry. Hill is out there with Duncan. Then it's Butler. And it's Gilmore in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Up again. Terrific timing by Durant on the putback.
And there is absolutely no excuse for not boxing out Durant. With his height and vertical, he's ready for these throwdowns.
And a deep three from Curry. 3-pointers off the mark.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Durant, the pass to Garnett. Oh, that's blocked. Outside Hill. Pass to Butler. Here's Curry. Duncan with the screen for Curry. Cleared away by Bird. Bulls trail by 4. Now Durant. George fires. And there's the three.
And George is a phenomenal catch-and-shoot player. Measuring the shot before receiving the pass, you can't guard that.
Outside Curry. Now Butler. Curry outside, all sorts of time, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, and all eyes were on Butler, but he has the vision to find the open man.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. He's ready to talk things through with them. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And whatever the D has thrown at him, he's had an answer. His offense is coming naturally to him because he keeps things simple. You hear that, people? Keeps things simple.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us, an update. Allie?
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. He told the guys to stay after it inside. He said our play inside is terrific right now. He said don't lose any of that intensity. Stay strong down there. It's always nice to hear a coach enjoying his team's play. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. It's a 3-point game. Here's George. It's stolen by Curry. Duncan outside. Malone with the steal. And here's the fast break. Durant can't tie it up. That one's no good. And so it's Butler with it. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. With the teardrop. Here's Curry. He'll put it up there. Oh, the jumper goes.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants.
Kevin Garnett. And it's off. Lakers leading by 5. Jacks up a 3. Buries the deep ball.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Bulls, Garnett. Shooting 2.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. And he does get the second one. And that narrows the gap to 7.
Boy, he'd sure like to have that miss back. Hard to chip away at a lead when you're leaving freebies at the line.
Duncan outside. Butler feeling it out a bit. Here's Duncan. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads from 9. And he gets that one to go.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Curry. Butler outside. Now Curry. Hill, a screen on George. Can't get it to go. And so the Lakers take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
And it's Cleveland to start out. Now Atlanta starting 5. Kobe Bryant is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Then it's Carmelo Anthony. Then it's Chet Holmgren. And it's Parrish in at the 5. SGA, he's open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Anthony outside. Davis with the block.
That's what happens when you challenge Davis. He can be so disruptive as a defender.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Two on the clock. Anthony misses. And it's Tatum with the ball for Cleveland. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren against Tatum. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. SGA has gotten his second bucket of the game. Anthony against Davis. And Atlanta misses again.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Tatum. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Atlanta with the ball. 4-point game. Bryant a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Bryant outside. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? And the first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Gilgeous-Alexander understands this team wants him to be aggressive on offense. Love watching him go to work.
Now here's Bryant. It's deflected. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Tatum. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Parrish with a rebound. Hawks trail by 4. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I spoke with the Cavaliers head coach for a bit. Coach thinks that they can push Chet Holmgren out of the comfort zones, and he's okay with making him a jump shooter. He said on the perimeter, he may as well be any shooter. We can guard that. Once he's on the inside, though, the advantage is his. So we have to prevent that as much as we can. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Gilgeous-Alexander lifting off and hammering it down with all he's got.
Bryant outside. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Stripped away. Here's Worthy. Still without a bucket to the middle. Here's Davis. Anthony grabs the board.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Inside. Stolen by Davis. Pass to Tatum. Here's Yao. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back after this word. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, what do you guys think about Cleveland here in this one?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
All right, this is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Kobe Bryant. Then there's Holmgren. Then it's Carmelo Anthony. And it's Parrish in at the center position.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, this offense is much more effective when Tatum is making the extra pass and setting up his teammates.
Now here's Anthony. No points so far. Bryant outside. And the 17-footer goes down.
Look, he's the kind of player that has you awake at 3 a.m. asking yourself, how do I stop that?
Pass to Tatum. Outside, SGA. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 points in the quarter. And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
Yeah, right now, Coach needs to draw up his best play, get some points, and give this team some confidence.
We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Bryant, a screen on SGA. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Bryant. 5 on the clock. Deflected! Pass to SGA. Now Tatum from the arc. Tatum rips the three. All right, let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
And great defensive pressure so far, forcing the offense to make mistakes and taking the ball away. And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Now here's Anthony. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Holmgren with a screen on SGA. Can they get it? And Atlanta misses again.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
Here's Tatum. Back to SGA. To the inside. Stolen by Bryant. To the paint. That shot off the mark. Good defense there from SGA. The Cavaliers lead by 14. Down low. Here's Worthy. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
They've settled into this game. You can see the offense is on fire.
Yeah, and that is key for them. Continuing to build out this lead.
And so the timeout by Quinn Snyder here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Bryant. Anthony against Davis. 6 on the shot clock to end the drought. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to be on Anthony Davis.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
Atlanta shooting their first free throws of this game. He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander for 3. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Cleveland up 15 points as this quarter concludes. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We'll be right back with you shortly. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here, guys.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Down by 15. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Davis in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Anthony with a bucket.
Great use of the bounce pass there. You gotta love that.
Outside Davis. Pass to SGA. This one for 3. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Hawks trail by 13. Now here's Anthony. Fast break, Cleveland. Tatum with it. Now guarded by Bryant. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. No points yet. Anthony up top. Checked by Davis. Parrish, no good. The Cavaliers lead by 16. Tatum finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Tatum. Pass to SGA. 6 to shoot. Davis with a screen on Antetokounmpo. And it's SGA missing.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be giving him.
Holmgren, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Now Bryant. Shoots over SGA. Bryant, no good. And a chance to add to the lead here.
Yeah, B.A., they should really stick with what they've been doing.
Outside Tatum. There's the 3. The rebound by the Hawks. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. And that one off the back of the rim and in. SGA's got 17 points.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Chet Holmgren checked some boxes. He said if you can play defense and shoot the ball, you can pretty much play on any court, anywhere. Those are two things that are always needed on the basketball court, and that's where the foundation of my game started. Brian, back to you.
A unique talent. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Here's Anthony. Bryant outside. Holmgren outside. Back to Bryant. To get back on track. And it's good on the lay-in. Bryant's got 6.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Pass to Tatum. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target from outside. Hawks trail by 16. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Holmgren. Here's Anthony. Hits the target from 18 feet. Anthony's gotten his second bucket. And here are the Cavaliers now. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Pass to Tatum. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Puts up a 3. The rebound by Atlanta. Parrish has got 4 rebounds now. Antetokounmpo outside. They set the screen. And here's Bryant outside. That shot off. And so it's Cleveland. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, and it's not.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. They've got Kobe Bryant. Anthony is out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Parrish in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Hawks trail by 14. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Well, you love assisted hoops. That's good offense.
And here's SGA. Pass to Tatum. Back to SGA. The 3 is up. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Tatum's got 7 assists in the game.
Outside, inside, in between. It doesn't matter. SGA is lethal.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Anthony outside. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout. He is not messing around, calling them into the huddle. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He questioned his team's effort, asking them, should I put in the bench right now? Wake up, guys. We can still win this game, but I need you all to play like you believe you can. Not exactly a fun huddle to listen on, guys.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Holmgren deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Anthony fires. Not that time. The Cavaliers lead by 15. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Gilgeous-Alexander, a screen on Antetokounmpo. Jason Tatum, money from 3.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Stolen by Davis. Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the fourth. Tatum. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Davis outside. Shot clock at 6. Tatum against Antetokounmpo.
And with an out-of-this-world wingspan, Giannis can simply lock up just about anyone on the defensive end.
Anthony outside. Bryant against Tatum. Bryant right side. Another shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
How about the energy he showed on the glass? Outworking everyone and getting rewarded for it.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Outside SGA with the shot. Another chance. Launches it from deep. Holmgren there for the rebound. And here's Anthony. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And it's in there! They've got time on their side here, Grant.
And if they're smart, they'll milk the clock a little.
Here's a pass to Tatum. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Davis with a screen on Bryant. Now Davis, rejected by Holmgren.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
And so it's the Cavaliers taking care of business in this one. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see how it all came together.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we present the player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.